Collective, this is Debs, and of course we're here for your T.G.I.F. for Friday the 24th of July 2026. Hope you guys are well. Thank you so much for being here, people. It is much appreciated. And let's delve in to find out what may be happening for you guys over the next few days. So the deck that I'm using is a Lightseers Tarot. You know the rest. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that with me. My website's down below. If you want to join the channel, then the link is there too. Just press join and I list all the decks. So here we go, starting off with the sign of Aries. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for Aries, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, masculine or feminine. What do we have for Aries, please? Friday, the 24th of July, 2026. Thank you, Michael. Okay, Aries, I'm hearing jumping ship. You may be jumping ship, right? You may be deciding, okay, enough is enough. I'm moving. I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving. But there may be, I'm hearing the word joy. There may be a joyous jumping off the ship. Thank God for that, right? I don't know. Let's see. The moon. Cancerian energy. Aries, you might have been afraid to do this before, feeling a bit emotional. But Aries, you just want to be happy. Wow, the moon and the sun. Aries, you may feel as if somebody put a dampener on your happiness, right? Somebody might have been really pessimistic. Two of Pentacles. Or Aries, you may be jumping ship because you may be enlightened that you have to find another way of earning money. I'm just not earning enough, so I'm going to have to leave this lifestyle behind. But it could, to be honest, be a relief. It may be Aries with enlightenment here. You could have found out that your partner was cheating on you. I mean, I hate to say that, but you might have been worried that your partner was cheating on you, and then enlightenment, yes, they were, right? Okay, I'm leaving this behind. I am getting out of Dodge. Could be. Six of Swords. Yeah, you're jumping ship because Aries, you want to move to calmer waters. You want a more peaceful life. You want to find someone who's not going to cheat on you. Three of Cups. You may be deciding to join a group of people, if this is you changing your career, or you could be deciding to reunite with somebody from your past, Aries. Okay. And then we have a Tower. Aries energy, Scorpio energy, Two of Wands. There could be something shocking here that happens which causes you to pull back from jumping ship. Well, hang on, says Aries. Wow, I did not expect that to happen. Could actually be something good. So let me think about this. Okay. Ace of Cups. Aries, the Death card, Scorpio. Aries, if this is financial, you may be realizing that someone is about to change their life, to transform a situation, to enable you to sit in self-love. Or Aries, what may be shocking is, if your partner was cheating on you, they may openly admit that and say to you, okay, I'm really sorry, I was standing at crossroads, but I've decided that I want to patch up the situation. I am moving forward with somebody new. Seven of Wands. You may still feel a bit nervous, Aries. You may feel, oh my gosh, do I really want to patch things up? I don't know. The Devil. You may feel this person is just obsessed with hanging on to you. Maybe a Capricorn. Nine of Swords. You're sitting in fear here, guys. What is the best decision to make? King of Pentacles. Now, Aries, if you are a masculine, you may be on the fence as to whether or not you want to end your relationship. There could be a lot of money at stake. This could have been you considering divorce, but this is you sitting on the fence now because your partner's letting go of a lover. Your partner wants to sort things out. If you're a feminine Aries, it may well be that this is a King of Pentacles who is saying to you, I'm going to help you out financially. This could be somebody who is going to help you out financially. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy. This King of Pentacles is doing some soul searching, doesn't quite know what to do. So guys, if you're a feminine, you may have become aware that your partner was cheating on you. And this is your partner saying to you, okay, Aries, I'm really sorry. I do want to patch up the relationship. Let's not talk about divorce. I'm letting go of my lover. I will never do that again. I want to be with you. But this is you thinking, okay, but I believe they're doing it because they want to stay in a place of stability. They're letting go of a lover because they don't want to go through divorce, right? If this is to do with finances, guys, it may well be with a moon. You've been sat in fear, enlightened that things are tough, checking your bank balance, oh my gosh, thinking about moving to calmer waters, thinking about maybe a change of lifestyle, moving to a cheaper area, you know, maybe getting out of renting and living with family for a while if you could have done that. But then Tower moment, you're standing at crossroads because somebody here wants you to sit in self-love. Somebody wants you to be able to relax and everything is going to change. You may be uncertain as to whether or not they're really going to sort the situation out for you. Are they going to help you? Are they going to pull their finger out? Because you're in a bit of a toxic situation. You've been stressing about this, maybe financially. But in that case, this is a King of Pentacles who has the money to help. He's been doing some soul searching, and this is him saying to you, okay, I can give you a lump sum of money, a substantial amount of money. So even though you may still be nervous, well, is it going to be enough? You may accept this gratefully and with thanks. So guys, underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. The Chariot, Cancerian energy, the Seven of Cups. So if this is to do with love, then, you know, Aries, if you felt your partner was cheating on you, what they're saying is, I want victory and success by reuniting with you. I want this to work with you. You may be unsure, can I trust this person? Are they simply wanting to patch up the situation for their own financial stability? But you may be considering giving them a chance. If this is financial, we have a King of Pentacles racing towards you to say, I care about you, I want you to be happy. And this is you thinking, is it going to be enough though? Is whatever they're offering me going to be enough to get me out of a difficult situation? Could be a well-to-do family member, a well-off family member. Queen of Swords. I think, Aries, this is you, Queen of Swords, doing some thinking. Archangel Michael is with you, okay? You may be doing some thinking about an emperor. Someone taking charge. Nine of Wands. They're recognizing that you're super stressed, okay, guys? And somehow, Aries, they want to bring you justice. So whether or not this is financial or emotional, whoever this person is, Aries, is wanting to sort out the situation and wanting to put you back in a balanced place. But you have some thinking to do because you may not know if you trust the situation. Do you trust this person? If this is financial, will it be enough to get you out of juggling two pentacles? Could be. So guys, let's have a look and see what the angels have to say. Here we go. Archangel Michael, what is the guidance from the angels? Okay, compromise. Compromise. Okay, came straight out. Angels are saying compromise. No, don't compromise. Wow. Don't compromise, Aries. But it is up to you. Everyone has free will. So, Aries, this person may be saying, well, I can do this. And what you're thinking about is, I'm not sure that's going to be enough, or I don't know if I can trust this person. If this is someone, Aries, that you are threatening to leave, they may be saying, well, Aries, hang on, hang on, hang on. Why don't we move into legal separation so we can live individual lives for a period of time? We can really think about this. Let's not move straight into divorce. You may realize, Aries, that it's going to work for them, but it's not going to work for you. This is someone who may be wanting to hang on to the connection. They may not want to go through divorce because they're going to lose a lot of money. But if you compromise, and the angels are saying don't compromise, it could be you find yourself stuck in limbo. You are still connected to your partner, so you can't be totally free. And it's because your partner is simply afraid of losing money in a divorce. So Aries, I think your reaction should be, the angels are suggesting your reaction should be, it's yes or a no. I'm not willing to compromise. This has to be a clean break, or we have to patch up the relationship for good, and you've got to promise me you never cheat on me again. So Aries, this is going to take some thinking about, okay, guys? This is going to take some thinking about. Okay. So my beautiful Aries, I am leaving it there. Take care of you. Have a lovely weekend. And let's now move to the sign of Taurus. Hello, my lovely Taurians. How goes it, guys? Happy Friday. Hope you're well. Let's jump in and find out what may be happening for you over the next few days. Cards are jumping. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Taurians, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Friday, the 24th of July, 2026. I'm hearing on the precipice of massive change. Oh my gosh, Taurus. On the precipice of massive change. Okay, let's just see what's going to be happening, people. I'm hearing, do I do it, don't I? Yeah, it could be a big decision to make, Taurus. Could be a big decision to make. Okay, the King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Taurus. The Chariot. There's you, Taurus. Queen of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Okay, Taurus. You have been pushing away a King of Cups who has wanted to talk to you about divorce for victory and success. But this is you giving this person a difficult message of truth that you're not ready yet. Okay. Now, Taurus, this could have been you having issues in your relationship. You could have been in a situation or married to a King of Cups. He could have been saying to you, okay, Taurus, this isn't working. I think we should go our separate ways. Let's work this out so we divide the assets equally so we can head off and live our lives with other people. But this is you feeling nervous, Taurus, because you're sitting on a lot of stability. And with the energy of the Page of Swords, this is you saying to your King of Cups, I'm not ready. Now, if this is someone who wants to be with you, Taurus, this could be a King of Cups who's saying to you, okay, I'm divorcing so we can be together. When are you going to leave your husband in order to be with me? And this is you thinking, oh my gosh, he's putting pressure on me now. I don't think I'm ready to give up my marriage. I don't think I'm ready to leave my husband. This could be a guy who was desperately wanting to be with you, Taurus, but this is you getting cold feet. Nine of Cups. The Wheel of Destiny. Taurus. Oh, Seven of Swords. Taurus, this is an opportunity for you to move into a new cycle. But why do I feel as if you may be changing your mind? This can be you just thinking, oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to say anything, but I think I've changed my mind here. Yes, okay, Queen of Cups. Because, Taurus, what you're thinking about is either a family member who is going to be very upset. This could be you afraid to tell a daughter, okay? Or Taurus, with the energy of the Queen of Cups, what you're thinking about is, I love this man, but I'm in a very stable situation. And this is you thinking, well, it will be a wish come true for him, because if I did get divorced, I'd leave my husband with a lot of money. It will be great for him. You're worried, Taurus. This is someone who is wanting to be indulged by moving forward with you as a single woman if you would end up sitting in affluence. And what you're thinking about is, I don't know if this is a cycle for me. This is you thinking, oh no, okay, this is getting really serious now. I don't know if this is for me. You're just getting nervous, Taurus. The Star. Aquarian energy. Taurus, what you're realizing is you want to heal the past. You want to heal the past. There might have been issues in your relationship in the past, and you might have thought this marriage is never going to be mended. But because this King of Cups is putting pressure on you now, you're beginning to wonder whether or not this is the right decision for you. Should I patch up my marriage? The Hermit. Now, you could be in a relationship with a Virgo who might feel very distant from you at this time, or this is you doing some soul searching, looking at everybody's perspective, this King of Cups perspective, this Queen of Cups perspective. There could be a lot of people in the mix. It could be both of you are still married. It could be this is a very intense family situation, Taurus. You could have 2 kids, right? What you're seeing here is the future unfolding in front of you, but for some reason you're feeling nervous about the King of Cups. Wow, and we got a King of Wands. Yes. Taurus, you're very attracted to the King of Cups. But what you're thinking about is, I'm not ready to leave my long-term commitment. I'm just not ready. And on top of that, Taurus, if you are married to a masculine here who, after some soul searching, seeing your perspective, seeing why you cheated, maybe he was a nightmare to live with, he is now ready to step up and do the right thing. And so, Taurus, you may be trying to actually detach from the King of Cups. You may be changing your mind. You may be thinking, actually, this wasn't such a good idea. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. So, Taurus, you had your fun. I've got to be honest, the Devil and the Knight of Wands. You might have been very attracted to this King of Cups. And you might have been dreaming about becoming single because you were in love with the King of Cups. But I think Archangel Michael's coming in to say, hang on, Taurus. Hang on, Taurus. Temperance. Don't move so fast. Don't move so fast. 3 of Wands. You may feel that your ships will come in, but with a Knight of Pentacles, slow down, because with a 10 of Swords, this could end very painfully. This relationship with this King of Cups may not work out, and you may end up feeling betrayed. And it could be because he wants to be indulged, and it may have something to do with finances, Taurus. Knight of Pentacles, he may be thinking, well, hey, well, if Taurus is sat in all this affluence, Queen of Pentacles, right? He may be putting pressure on you to divorce because he feels if he hitches his bandwagon to yours, he's going to be better off financially for the rest of his life. Just be careful, Taurus. Archangel Michael is saying pull back. And if you're considering, Taurus, trying to patch up your marriage, I think your husband would want that. I think your husband ideally would want that. And it may be that that's what you're considering in the future. Okay, healing the situation, healing from past mistakes. Your husband might have made a lot of past mistakes, and so you ended up jumping towards a lover. It might have been a mess. But Taurus, I think Archangel Michael is saying, hold fire, right? Don't move so quickly into a connection with the King of Cups, and be a little bit suspicious as to why he's putting so much pressure on you to divorce. He wants victory and success by locking you down. But this is a difficult message of truth for you. So this is actually something deep down, Taurus, that you're nervous about. Let's see what this King of Cups would want to say. Archangel Michael, what would this King of Cups want to say to Taurus? Just being near you is intoxicating. He's very, very attracted to you, Taurus. A heck of a lot of chemistry, right? A heck of a lot of chemistry. You were the best thing in my life. Very interesting. This could have been an ex who came out of the woodwork, Taurus, and has been romancing you. He sat in the past. He sat in nostalgia. I hope that you can forgive me one day, but Taurus, he might have broken your heart in the past. And that might be why you are now reticent to give him a second chance. Or what if he breaks my heart again? Or he might have done something that you recently found out which made you feel upset. This is a difficult message of truth. He might even, Taurus, have been in quiet communication with your husband to say, well, obviously you know that your wife and I are having an affair. We want to get married. When are you going to get divorced? And your husband might have been shell-shocked. This is him doing something out of order to put pressure on you. And this is you saying to the King of Cups, difficult message of truth. I'm not ready to do this. Don't put pressure on me. And if you did something a little bit underhanded, Taurus, this is you pulling back. Okay, guys? Yeah. So, Taurus, you're not going to do anything rash. You're not going to do anything impulsive. You are going to consider patching up your marriage. So, Taurus, an interesting read. I'm going to leave it there. Take care of you. Have a great weekend. And we're now moving to the sign of Gemini. Hello, my gorgeous Geminis. It is that time again. This is your T.G.I.F. for Friday, the 24th of July, 2026. Lovely to be with you, Gems. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for being here. So what do we have for Gemini, please, Archangel Michael? Moving into the weekend, into a new week, Friday, the 24th of July, 2026. Gem, you're deliberating. Do you kind of go round the houses, or do you just jump straight to the point? Do you break someone in gently if you're having a major conversation? Just thought I'd touch base with you. There might be a few things we need to discuss, right? Or do you just say what you need to say? You don't know. Which is the best way of doing it? Okay. The Five of Pentacles, Gemini. The Chariot. You may be wanting to say to someone, I felt left out in the cold for the longest time, so I'm leaving. I'm getting divorced. Cancerian energy for some. Two of Wands. But you're standing at crossroads, Gemini. You're standing at crossroads because once you speak your truth to someone in particular, you may feel as if you can't go back. This is you, Gemini, on the precipice of saying to your partner, I'm sorry, but I felt left out in the cold for years. It might be you were even dealing with someone who couldn't get a job or somebody codependent. I feel, Gemini, this is you just wanting to leave, wanting to talk to your person about divorce. But you have been sitting on the fence because you know that once you do that, you can't go back. Once the words are out of your mouth, you can't go back. Five of Swords. Three of Pentacles. You're in your head about this, Gemini. Nine of Cups. Knight of Cups. Okay. Gemini, you really want this. You really want to leave. Because I've got to be honest, there may be somebody on your mind whom you want to be with. But what you're thinking about is, Again, I can't go back. Once I say what I need to say, it's game over. Because it's either going to be your partner recognizing that you've been unhappy for years, and even if you change your mind, Gemini, you know things will never be the same again. Once you actually say to your partner, I think I want to leave, it's going to be very difficult for you two to get back that connection because you would have told the truth. And so you've been holding back. You're looking at the past, Six of Cups, maybe when times were good. Maybe when times were good. Four of Pentacles. You're also thinking about your finances, Gemini. You're holding on to money here. Eight of Cups. You're holding back from walking away, or you have been holding back from walking away. Yes, Strength card. Holding back from walking away, but you're very unhappy, Gemini. You're not happy. Yeah, so this is you sitting there thinking, do I just have this major conversation, get it over and done with and leave? Or would I look back and really regret this? Because we had happy memories in the past, because I'd have to lose some of my stability, would it be worth it to gain my freedom? This is you holding back from breaking free, Gem, but you're very unhappy here, guys. Underneath the deck, with the energy of the Fool, you were dreaming of breaking free, dreaming of moving into a wish come true, possibly with an Aries, an Aquarius, a Pisces, or a Cancerian. But you kept your mouth shut, Gemini. You didn't say anything. You may have a child with someone, with your partner rather, but it's got heavier and heavier, Gemini, with the Nine of Wands. You're constantly thinking about the fact that you'd rather just go because the situation you find yourself in is so toxic. You know you could manifest breaking free of the connection. But again, there's a sense of, would I regret it? Would I regret it? So Gemini, this is you sitting on the fence thinking, do I really want this? And if I do really want this, how is it best to broach the conversation? Should I break my person in gently? I think we need to have a conversation. I think we need to discuss what happened in the past, where we are now, what we want for the future. Or do you just say to your partner, I'm really sorry, but I think we should discuss divorce. Get it over and done with. There could be other people in the mix. You could have a child or children, okay? But Gem, I think you're ready. All I see here is you fearful of doing the deed. Because once it's out of your mouth, Gemini, you know you can't go back. Or you know it will be very difficult to mend the relationship if you changed your mind. So Gem, Hidden Truth, let's have a look and see what you would want to say to your partner. Archangel Michael, what would Gemini want to say to their partner? Okay, you couldn't let them get close to you, Gemini, because maybe they'd figure out that you were ready to let them go. So you might have been very distant with your person. But they came closer than anyone. Very interesting, almost a contradiction in terms. So you shut yourself off from your partner, Gemini, but this partner was actually someone who knew you better than anyone else. Interesting. What would you want to say to your partner, Gem? Okay, I hope you can forgive me one day. Gemini, I think you're ready to go, guys. You're just sat in fear. You are just sat in fear that you're going to be sitting in nostalgia about the good times. And you're sat in fear about financial loss. Archangel Michael saying, leave it there. Leave it there. Okay. All right, my gems. So I hope you have a good weekend. You've got a lot of thinking to do here, Gem. Take care of you. And we're now moving to the sign of Cancer. So, my lovely Cancerians, here we go, people. This is your TGIF. Thank God it's Friday reading for Friday, the 24th of July, 2026. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for Cancer, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, masculine or feminine? What do we have for Cancer, please, over this period of time? Thank you, Michael. Wow, Cancer, you're in your head. There's just silence. Silence, okay. You may be doing a lot of thinking. You may be trying to make a choice here, a decision. Okay, guys, let's have a look. The Eight of Pentacles. Could be about work, could be about your career. The Star, Aquarian energy. Cancer, you may want to work on healing a situation with someone. You've been standing at crossroads doing some thinking about this. Five of Wands, there were a lot of arguments and disagreements in the past. And I think you've been in quiet reflection with the Hermit Virgo energy as to what you want to do about this. Do I want to try and heal this? Do I want to try and make things right? So Cancer, you might have had an argument with your person. And I think this is you considering what you can do in order to sort this out. Now, this could even be a family dynamic, guys. This may not necessarily be love. The Magician. Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini, the Ten of Cups. Oh, gosh. Cancer, you want to manifest the Ten of Cups. Three of Wands. You're thinking about somebody who might live a distance from you, or you're thinking about an argument you had with your partner. Knight of Pentacles. You've been holding back for the longest time. You've been holding back from sorting this out, or you've been holding back from really getting to grips with mending this because you've been in your head so much. Page of Cups. There could be a child in the mix. Cancer. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. You want to apologize to this person. You want to apologize to this person, Cancer. Temperance. You want to mend a situation here. Wow, Four of Wands. Okay. Cancer, you may want to get back together with this person. Or you could, if this is a family situation, Cancer, you could have had issues with children and a house or inheritance. You might have been holding back from helping your children out in terms of inheritance, in terms of money, even though you could have done. And this may be you sitting in regret. This could be a family situation. All right, Cancer, you're coming through as the King of Pentacles. So you have thought about this a long time. You either want to mend your marriage, but you've been holding back from doing that because you didn't think it was possible. Or Cancer, you've been holding back from mending a family dynamic where you might have held back from helping your children financially, and they might have started to disconnect from you because they may have known that you were sitting on quite a lot of money, and they might have felt hurt. So you could have two children or one child. This could be a family situation, could be a marriage. But Cancer, you want to sort this out. You want to work on healing the situation. You know you've been standing at crossroads in your head, feeling very disconnected from whomever this is for quite a long time, but you really want to manifest the Ten of Cups again. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So you took an action, Cancer. You took some form of action. You might have headed towards a lover on the quiet. Gemini energy, Cancerian energy, keeping it secret because you wanted a wish come true. After that time, Cancer, with the energy of justice, somebody said to you, okay, we should divorce. Or somebody said to you, could have been a Pisces or a fellow Cancerian, somebody might have said to you, I want you to sort out a situation that's unbalanced. I want justice, right, for what you did. I think, Cancer, you're ready to take charge. You're ready to take charge of the situation. You've been thinking about trying to heal this. I think, Cancer, this is you realizing you want to heal this family dynamic. This was either you withholding financial support from children, and this is you feeling annoyed with yourself that you did that. You might have been in the mindset of, well, they need to take care of themselves, they need to get proper jobs, they need to clear their debt themselves, I'm not going to help them. But this is you, Cancer, feeling guilty because you were sat, or you are sat, with quite a lot of money here. And this may be you feeling your children are drifting away from you out of feeling hurt. Or this could be you admitting that you had a fling in the past, Cancer. Your partner might have tried to talk to you about divorce. You two may have been sitting on the fence. Do we actually divorce? Don't we? And this is you thinking, I don't want to divorce. I actually want to pull the family back together again. That's what you decided you want to do. Beautiful energy, Cancer. So guys, moving into the hidden truth. Now, let's see what you would want to say to whoever you're thinking about. Now, this could be a child or children. This could be your partner. You're coming through as the King of Pentacles. What would Cancer want to say to this person? I wish I treated you better. Okay. What else would you want to say, Cancer? Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. You have this partner of yours or children on your mind. We have this partner or children on your mind, Cancer. I hide behind material things, yeah. I mean, you're sat in the King of Pentacles energy, Cancer. I think what you're recognizing is, well, there's no point in hanging on to a lot of stability if your partner is upset or your children feel as if you should have been more generous with them. You may feel as if you're being pushed out, so you're sitting on money, Cancer, but you may be rethinking your priorities, okay, guys? You may be thinking, well, there's no point in me sat in all this affluence if everybody's going to leave me behind, if everybody's going to start disconnecting from me because I want to hang on to the money, right? So Cancer, you are making a big change here. You want to heal the situation. This is a family dynamic, and you're taking charge with the energy of the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Okay? Beautiful energy, guys. So, my lovely Cancerians, I am leaving it there. Take care of you. And we're now moving to the sign of Leo. So, my gorgeous Leos, this is your reading for Friday, the 24th of July. I hope you're well, guys. I hope everything's good in your world. So, Archangel Michael, tell us about my Leos, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we have for Leo, please, as we head into a new week? Wow. What do we have for Leo, please? Page of Wands. Leo, you may have some good news, or you may be contrary to that. You may be angry with someone. You could be thinking about a younger fire sign. Okay. All right. Deck is cut. Page of Wands. So, Leo, that is what you're thinking about. First card out of the deck. Interesting. The Three of Wands. Okay. The Six of Wands. The Queen of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Leo, you may be wanting to bring someone some good news. This is you messaging someone to say, just so that you know, your ships are going to come in. I want to bring you victory and success because I care about you. Wow, Leo. Now, this could be you literally moving towards a Queen of Cups to say, I love you, be with me. You could have successfully got out of a marriage. Or Leo, this could be you as a family member moving towards a Queen of Cups to say, I can help you with a large amount of money. I'm sorry I've taken my time, but I can do this now. Could be financial for some of you. Let's have a look. 8 of Cups. Okay. 2 of Swords. Wow. Leo. Ace of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. All right. Leo, this person is full of remorse and regret. I think they walked away from you. There might have been some kind of argument in the past. They may not have wanted to look at doing the right thing, or they may not have been ready to leave a partner for you. This is someone who's been looking back, thinking, I made such a mistake. I should not have made this mistake. 5 of Cups. I think they left you very unhappy, very disappointed, Leo. This could have involved you and someone else whom you loved. Somebody might have shied away from offering you commitment, Leo. Or this could have been a very disjointed family situation. There could have been issues to do with a lot of people in the mix, people withholding money, quarrels and disagreements about child support, whatever this was. 8 of Wands, but there's a lot of communication coming in, Leo. Yeah. I think someone's faced Judgment Day and they're now doing the right thing. Someone's facing Judgment Day. And Leo, you're going to hear all about this, okay? Yes. Now, there might have been a very strategic person in the mix who was preventing you moving into a very happy place in your life, Leo. Whether or not this is you moving into a new relationship with someone you loved, or whether or not this is you being given what you deserved, it could even be financial. We have a very strategic Queen of Swords here who is now facing Judgment Day. I think a masculine is doing the right thing, Leo, by you. And it would have been a long time coming. It would have been a long time coming. So we have the energy of the Fool. Aries energy. The Empress. Somebody took a leap of faith and a risk, did something silly. Taurian Libra energy. And I think with the 7 of Cups, Leo, you've been sat feeling very confused, feeling very defensive. 7 of Wands. And there might have been an argument with the Knight of Swords. Because you felt, Leo, somebody just wanted to win. Somebody wanted to one-up another person. Okay? And I think, Leo, you were sat there feeling heartbroken. And I think you've been trying to heal. You may have disconnected from whomever this is. Out of disappointment, out of upset. But, Leo, they're coming back to do the right thing. This is someone wanting to mend a family situation. And money could be given, Leo. Or this is someone who is deciding to leave maybe a very strategic partner who was all about the cash because they realize, Leo, that they love you, okay? But this is going to be mended, guys. This is going to be sorted out. Let's have a look, Leo, to see what the angels want to say to you. Guidance for my Leos. Thank you, Michael. Guidance for my Leos. It's up to you. Everyone has free will. How are you going to react, Leo? How are you going to react? How are you going to react? Look for a sign. The angels are going to guide you. Look for a sign from the angels, Leo, as to what you should do in this. No. Wow. What is no all about? Okay. Leo, this has to be totally your decision. Nobody can make this decision for you. There aren't going to be helpful people around you to guide you, Leo. You are going to have to delve deep, okay, and make this decision yourself. You are going to have to delve deep and make this decision yourself. There's no point in trying to brainstorm with other people, because this will be a very personal decision you will have to make. Are you ready to accept this person's apology? Are you ready to accept this olive branch? It'll be up to you, Leo, totally. There'll be no helpful people around you to give you guidance. The angels are saying, look for a sign from us, but it will be your decision. All right, guys. Underneath the deck, trust. Trust, Leo, that you're ready. Trust that you're ready. There's also something here about a year from now. So you may say, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet to forgive you totally. Let's just see what this person does, is what you're thinking, Leo. But you may be ready in a year to let bygones be bygones, to open up again to this person, okay? All right, guys. So, my beautiful Leos, I am leaving it there. Take care of you, and we are now moving to the sign of Virgo. Hello, my lovely Virgos. It is that time again. Happy Friday, people. I hope you've got a great weekend planned. This is your T.G.I.F for Friday, the 24th of July, heading into the weekend and into a brand new week. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Virgos, please? Masculine or feminine, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we have for my lovely Virgos? You're doing it, Virgo. It would have been a long time coming. You're doing it, or you're accepting it, or you're saying yes. Okay, let's just see what this is. Knight of Wands. All right. Virgo, you're on the move, or you will be on the move, to reconcile a situation. You want to reconcile a situation, Virgo. Ace of Wands. You want a passionate new start. Okay. Knight of Cups, and you're ready to pull out all the stops to make this happen. You have felt heartbroken. Wow. So, Virgo, you are making a move to reconcile a situation for a passionate new start because you care about this person or situation and you've been feeling heartbroken. Virgo, this is, I want this back. This is, I want to mend the situation. Okay? King of Cups, could be with a King of Cups. Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters. Chariot, Cancerian energy, victory and success. And your ships are coming in. Virgo, wow. I think you are mending a relationship with a King of Cups, a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio masculine. You're moving to calmer waters because you want victory and success. Wow. Temperance. Archangel Michael is overseeing the situation. Five of Swords. The Tower. Okay. The Five of Pentacles. Okay. Virgo, I don't want to rain on your parade, but be very careful, guys. Yes. Okay. This line of cards at the bottom changes the whole reading. Because this is Archangel Michael saying, hang on, Virgo, before you rush into this. Think about what you're doing. Five of Swords can be you sabotaging another situation, bringing a tower down, and ending up with no money. Okay, Virgo, be very, very careful. And I hate to say that, guys, because this is you so excited. Sitting in the Knight of Wands, wanting to be with this person. Ace of Wands, I love you, I'm heartbroken, let's do this. I want to mend the situation with you. Victory and success, waiting for your ships to come in. But then you're screeching to a halt. Archangel Michael saying, hang on, Virgo. Hold back. Because if you do this, you could sabotage a situation, bring the tower down on maybe another person or situation, and you could lose a lot of money. Eight of Wands. Archangel Michael is trying to guide you, Virgo, in stepping back from rushing towards this King of Cups. Don't do it. I don't know why. The Fool. Virgo, you are itching to take a leap of faith and a risk because you really want to be with this King of Cups. This is you wanting to mend the situation. But Virgo, you've been sat in your head feeling a bit confused. Could be about a child, or could be you confused because this King of Cups could have pulled back and then leapt towards you to apologize for pulling back. Five of Cups. The Moon. Virgo, what you cannot see is that with the energy of the Eight of Swords, you're going to be very, very confused, Virgo, because what is hidden is the Queen of Wands. Now, this could be a King of Cups who may still be connected to another woman and you never knew. Okay. Or Virgo, if you are a masculine wanting to be with another masculine, what you don't know is that this King of Cups might be working in cahoots with a Queen of Wands to get money out of you. Because Archangel Michael's saying, hang on, Virgo, you could end up in the Five of Pentacles. You could lose a lot of money if you keep communicating and carry through with your plans to be with your King of Cups. Be very, very careful. Be very careful, Virgo. Yeah, Archangel Michael's saying, stand at crossroads, Virgo. Stand at crossroads. Because you could end up penniless. You could end up in a very difficult situation. Okay. Yeah. And you may end up having to try and take this King of Cups to court because he could betray you. You could end up in the Five of Pentacles or the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. Virgo, don't mess around with this King of Cups. This is a warning from Archangel Michael. Okay? This is a warning from Archangel Michael, Virgo. Be savvy. Let's have a look and see what this King of Cups would want to say to you. Here we go. I'm just pulling back here, Virgo. I'm not sure about this guy. You and I were too young. You might have met this guy a very long time ago. This could be somebody you met at college, had a fling with, or this could have been your first love. There we go, Virgo. I regret lying to you. This King of Cups is not being honest with you, Virgo. Even if you think you know this man, even if he was the nicest man at school, he might have gone through some difficulties in his life. He may now be completely broke. And this is not the man you think he is. Be very, very careful. He is lying to you. He is lying, Virgo. Yes, he's actually hiding who he really is. Don't trust this King of Cups, and I'm sorry to say that. Archangel Michael is warning you. He will sabotage the situation, bring down the tower. You will end up in the Five of Pentacles. You may end up trying to take him to court because you will feel betrayed. This could be a man after money. Virgo, don't do anything stupid, okay? Even if you feel you really want to pull back, I would disconnect completely from this King of Cups. He has ulterior motives. I'm saying that because this is you rushing in and Archangel Michael is stopping you. Hang on, Virgo, think about what you're doing here. Think about what you're doing, right? Okay. So that is a warning for one of my Virgos or group of Virgos out there. Be careful about this King of Cups. So I'm leaving it there. Take care of you, Virgo. And we're now moving to the sign of Libra. So here we go, Libra. Thank God it's Friday. Let's jump in. Here we go. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my beautiful Libras, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Friday, the 24th of July, heading into the weekend and into a brand new week. What do we have for Libra? Thank you, Michael. Libra, you're going to be feeling a lot better than you were. You might have been sat in fight or flight, feeling really nervous, feeling really worried. You might have had a lot on your plate, a lot for you to manage. Libra, I feel, yeah, wow. I feel, Libra, I was going to say your thoughts may be turning to love, Libra. Your thoughts may be turning to love, or you may need to make a choice to move into a situation that brings you a lot more fulfillment. You could be hearing from a Gemini, okay? Two of Cups, you could be hearing from a Gemini. You may have a choice to come together with someone, Libra. All right, guys, here we go. Wow, Justice, straight out with your card of Justice, Libra. The Hanged Man. You are going to be receiving justice, Libra. Someone may be coming in to make it right. Could be a Pisces. Could be a Sagittarian, Temperance. Wow. Knight of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Someone wants to get the show on the road with you, Libra. Someone's coming in. And this is someone who might have held back from you for a long time. Someone's coming in to talk. They want to talk about the past. Six of Cups. They want to bring you victory and success. Six of Wands. And they're going to tell you the whole truth about something that happened previously. I feel this is someone just opening up to you, Libra, and they may be giving you either a large amount of money. This could be somebody who was waiting for a court case to go through, or Libra, they could be uprooting and moving. Eight of Wands, there's going to be a lot of communication from this person with this person. They've been feeling heartbroken, Libra. This might have been someone stuck in a situation or somebody who regretted how things were left with you. The Death card, Scorpio. Wow. Page of Swords. There might have been a difficult message of truth about a Scorpio, or it could well be that, Libra, what you were assuming was that you were going to remain broken-hearted after an ending and a difficult message of truth. But Libra, someone's bringing you justice here. Yes, and it relates to the Four of Wands. Somebody's bringing you justice, and it's going to relate to the Four of Wands. Wow, guys. Libra, this is beautiful. Ten of Wands. You might have felt really burdened, very stressed. Five of Swords. You may have been trying to find a way out of a situation. Seven of Wands. You may have wanted to keep yourself to yourself, Libra. Feeling really stressed, feeling really burdened. I don't know what to do here. Trying to move yourself to calmer waters, but this is you, Libra, on your own, you know. There's no one there helping you. You could have been up in your head with the energy of the Seven of Cups. What do I do? Ten of Cups. What do I do? I'm hearing, can I mend a family situation? King of Swords, okay. Or there might have been a legal case, a court case that you didn't know about, Libra, which if it goes through, and it looks as if it might go through, you may receive a large amount of money. This could be a case that goes in your favor, Libra, or somebody might have taken legal action on your behalf, and you may not have known this. With the energy of the King of Swords, you could be a masculine, or this is a King of Swords who was fighting to protect a family even. Yeah, High Priestess. You may have used your intuition, Libra, to understand that something happened. The Tower, something happened. It could have been someone cheated. It could be that someone had to face Judgment Day, right? For maybe taking a leap of faith and a risk when they shouldn't have done. But Libra, you're going to end up very, very happy with the energy of the Sun because you are going to get victory and success with the Chariot. Someone's rushing in to give you some good news. And it's about the Four of Wands. Okay, guys, could be about a relationship, could be about your stability, a house, a property, a home. Yeah, so Libra, this is really good news, guys, coming in around about this period of time, 24th of July. So let's have a look and see what the angels want to say. Here we go, guys. Archangel Michael, what do the angels want to say to my Libras? Trust. Trust in the divine. Trust that there will be justice, is what I'm hearing. Trust that there will be justice. It's going to allow you to improve your health. You might have been highly stressed, Libra. You may not have been sleeping well. You might have been worried about your situation. Okay. Yes. Wow. That was all right. That was all correct. You might have been worried about your situation if this is financial, or you might have been nervous, Libra, that a situation couldn't be mended. But it will be mended. Okay, guys. And it's going to enable you to take a breather. And this is you sat in the Four of Wands. Beautiful energy, guys. This is justice for you. You're going to be seeing things very differently. Archangel Michael is protecting you here. All right, guys? Wow. So, my gorgeous Libras, I'm leaving it there. Have a fabulous weekend. Take care of you. And we're now moving to the sign of Scorpio. Hello, my beautiful Scorps. How are things going, guys? Happy Friday. Let's see what's going to be happening. This is the Lightseers deck, if you wondered. I don't think I said that at the beginning of the readings. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my Scorpios, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, masculine or feminine? What do we have for my Scorps heading into the weekend and into a brand new week? Into a brand new week. The Devil. Wow, Scorps, really? The Devil? You might be obsessed with someone, or you might find yourself in a toxic situation. You may feel very emotional about a Capricorn for some of you. 8 of Wands. You are communicating to a Queen of Pentacles that you are obsessed with this person, or you are communicating with a Queen of Pentacles, Scorpio, that you are in a toxic situation. You may be wanting financial help, okay, from the Queen of Pentacles, Justice, Libra energy, Ace of Cups. Wow. So Scorpio, either you are communicating with the Queen of Pentacles that you want to marry this woman, that you love this woman, Or Scorpio, you are communicating to this Queen of Pentacles that you need help to get out of a toxic situation. You may be hoping that she would bring you justice. She would help you balance out your life so you can sit in self-love. You can get yourself back on track. Two of Pentacles. You may be juggling money, Scorpio. You may be hiding the fact that you're having to juggle money. You're feeling very emotional because you're having to juggle money. You're financially not doing well here. Page of Wands, you may have been very angry with someone. Or you may have been hoping for good news so that you could move into a place of happiness with the Sun. The Nine of Wands. Oh, wow, Scorpio, you are stressing out because of a Queen of Swords. Standing at crossroads about the King of Pentacles. And a lot of drama. Oh my God, Scorpio, what are you dealing with here? We have a King and Queen of Pentacles in the mix. You may be communicating to a Queen of Pentacles that you want justice to sit in self-love. You want help. You want financial assistance because you're juggling two pentacles. But what you're hiding is that if you get this money, you're going to be sitting in the sun. You're going to be sitting, you know, in a really good place. Nine of Wands, you're very stressed out, though, about a Queen of Swords who may be very cold, very calculating, or this could be a Queen of Swords who is very intelligent. She may be saying to this King of Pentacles, don't do anything, stand at crossroads, and he's conflicted. I don't know what this is, Scorps, but this feels toxic. I mean, we're starting off with a card of the Devil. That is not good. The Hermit, Virgo energy. Somebody's distanced themselves from you, Scorpio, and you may feel heartbroken because you were thinking about moving into a new cycle. You were thinking about a Wheel of Fortune. But with the Seven of Wands, someone has pushed you away. Somebody has been very distant with you. Somebody might have pushed you back. This is a lot of defensive energy, not someone saying to you, I'm not wanting to move into a new cycle. I'm not doing this, not doing this. You were hoping for manifestation, Scorps, because you might have felt left out in the cold, or you may have been worried about your finances. So you were hoping to celebrate by receiving a large amount of money, or you might have been hoping to move into a beautiful relationship, but somebody's holding back, somebody's hanging on to their finances, somebody's saying, no, I don't want to work in partnership anymore. I don't want to move into a lover situation anymore. You may be having issues with a Gemini or a Pisces, but someone is seeing things very, very differently here, and you may be angry, Scorpio. Someone's holding back, seeing things differently, Scorps, and you may feel very angry because I think you were hoping for victory and success. And I think you're going to end up moving into the Nine of Swords, realizing that whatever you hoped for here, it is not going to happen. With the energy of the Death card, a situation is going to end, Scorpio. And I'm really sorry, guys. A situation is going to end here that you were really hoping for. Now, Scorps, this could be completely switched, okay? But I feel as if we've got a few people in the mix here. You may have been hoping, Scorpio, to be with someone that you loved, but it might be that their partner has decided to hang on to them. It could be for stability. It could be male or female, that this person has decided, no, this is not a good idea. I'm in a very stable place now. I think this is risky. But there may have been a Queen of Swords who was sort of stirring the pot. She might have been the issue. She might have been the reason why this King or Queen of Pentacles has been holding back, or will be holding back from going ahead with their plan with you. This Queen of Pentacles is hanging on to money, wanting to keep balanced, sitting in self-love, and this King of Pentacles is all up in his head, feeling conflicted. So whomever you were connected to, the Queen of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles, both these two are holding back. And you may be understanding, Scorpio, that you're going to have to let this go. This could have been you just very disappointed, wanting to be with the Queen of Pentacles or with the King of Pentacles. But both of these are both these people are either holding on to their money or holding on to each other. And Scorpio, you may have to cut your losses and move on, guys. This could have been someone you really wanted to be with, but they may be staying married. Okay? Yeah. Let's have a look, Scorpio, what the angels want to say. Here we go. Archangel Michael, what do the angels want to say to my Scorpios? Opportunity. You might have felt, Scorpio, this would have been an amazing opportunity for you. This might even have, in the nicest sense, brought you into a place of stability. Okay, you know, moving into a beautiful relationship, stable connection with someone. But they want you to consider concentrating on improving your health. Or you might have thought that by moving into this opportunity with whomever this is would have improved the health of your finances. And no judgment, guys, this could have been completely legit. But the angels are saying this is unlikely to happen, Scorpio. This is unlikely to happen now because somebody is closing the door. Whoever this is, somebody is closing the door. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to leave the reading there. I really hope it's helped you. Take care of you. And we're now moving to the sign of Sagittarius. Okay, Sag, are you ready? Let's see what's going on, people. Here we go. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Sagittarians, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Friday, the 24th of July, heading into the weekend and into a brand new week. Something is coming to light. Knight of Wands. Something is coming to light, Sag. You could be moving. You could be making plans. Or somebody may just be very attracted to you, Sag. Somebody could be rushing towards you. Wow, Page of Wands. Okay, there could be some good news coming in. There could be some good news. Wow. Okay, guys. Here we go. Let's card the deck. The cards want to speak. Ooh, Page of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Well, Sag, somebody is communicating with you or somebody is flirting with you. But after a little bit of research, Sag, this might be a bit of a complicated situation. You may have to work in partnership with someone. This could be somebody who's very attracted to you, Sag, but you're going to realize they've got a child or two children. And this is you thinking it's going to be too much. I don't think I really want to take on someone with two kids from a previous relationship. Sag, you may be holding back. Or if this is some kind of work situation, you may realize that initially this would have been great for you, but you may have to work in a team of people, and this might make you feel uncomfortable. You may meet these people and think, you know what, I don't think we'd work well together. I don't think these are my types of people. You may feel there will be personality clashes, and you may say no to this work opportunity if this is work. Okay. The Death card, Scorpio. The King of Swords. Queen of Cups. The Tower. Oh my gosh. Sag, you may feel as if this was something you wanted to pursue. But this King of Swords is being quite brutal, saying it's either yes or no. There's no compromise. There's no compromise in this. Because there may be a Queen of Cups who is going through a Tower moment here. So Sag, this could be you thinking, oh my gosh, this is an ideal job for me, well paid, really excited about this. This is them inviting you for interview. But what you're going to realize is if you get there, you may meet the people that you'd have to work with. And this is you thinking, oh my gosh, no, right? There may be a fear here that you would not get on with these people. These are not your types of people. And it may be sad they want you to fill a role very quickly, sign a contract very quickly, because a Queen of Cups has left the building. A Queen of Cups, who could be an Aries or a Scorpio, has just left the company because this person hated the job. And this is you thinking, okay, that's why they were desperate for the position to be filled, because nobody wants to work with this group of people. There's something about you holding back, working on a situation or working in partnership, because you believe it would not be good for you. You believe this would be a disaster for you. You may be protecting yourself, Sag, in this. Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. Sag, if this is career, you might have even thought about relocating to take this job. If I can speak, sorry, voice is going. Relocating to take the job. But what you're recognizing now is you might have to turn this down. It might be too much of a risk with the energy of the Fool. You're looking at the past. You're thinking, I don't want to do anything foolish. I don't want to jump into this and then regret it. Yeah. Sag, you're going to be in your head. You are going to be in your head. So guys, initially this would have sounded good. Initially this is you very excited about this. But there's something about this King of Swords being strategic. He could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini or a Scorpio. And it may well be sad that there's also a Queen of Cups in the mix who's going through a Tower moment. And this is you thinking, okay, I'm going to hold back from doing anything major here because it might be too risky. You may have made a very impulsive decision in the past and got yourself into difficulties, and this is you in your head about the past. You could have jumped into a role in a company, Sag, previously, and this is you remembering that it was a big mistake. Because other than the Queen of Cups, Sag, there's no Cups energy here. This could be to do with career. This could be to do with a financial offer. And you're in your head about the past. Okay? You are holding back because of a situation you found yourself in the past. Yeah. So, Sag, you're standing at crossroads. This is you thinking, okay, I'm going to hold back from acting on this now, from doing this now. I'm going to hold back. Because with the energy of the Star, even though this would have been a wish come true, with the energy of the Eight of Cups, it would have meant a very big life change, Sag. And this is you sat in fear. Yeah, okay, no, I don't think I really want to do this. You may feel a sense of relief, Sag, when you don't take this action, when you hold back from doing this. You may make an apology to the head of a company, the head of human resources, whatever this is. There could be a Queen of Pentacles in the mix who may be very confused as to why you're not going for this position. But Sag, you don't feel it's right for you. You feel it could actually be a disaster for you, and you are communicating with the Queen of Pentacles that this is simply not something you'd want to look at. I think this is you turning down a job, to be honest. It looks great on paper, but this is you holding back, Sag, because you'd have to make a massive life change to open up to this opportunity. This King of Swords could be somebody sending you a contract, but what you're thinking about is there's something about a Queen of Cups going through a Tower moment or suddenly leaving, and Sag, red flags are going off in your head. Well, hang on, why are you so desperate to fill the position? Why did this Queen of Cups suddenly leave? Did she hate the job? Did she not get on with the people she was working with? This is you thinking, I would have to move for this position, but I'm looking at past mistakes. I am not going to jump into this, because it could be that they're desperate to fill the position, because this group of people you'd be working with, Sag, are a bit of a nightmare, right? You could be a masculine King of Wands. You could be thinking, yeah, okay, it sounds great on paper, but nope. You may be thinking, I'd rather juggle money a little bit longer, right? Even though it's very stressful, because I could really regret this. I could regret joining this company, joining this group of people, signing a contract, and then realizing it was a disaster. Yeah, you're holding back, Sag. You're being very savvy. So let's have a look, Sag. Let's see what the angels have to say. What are they saying to my Saggies? Okay, that whatever that message pertained to be, it was correct for someone. That message was correct for someone. Listen to your intuition, Sag. I think you're holding back because you're listening to your intuition. I think you're holding back, Sag, and the angels may be saying that's the right decision. Hold back from this opportunity. Hold back from this opportunity. Listen to your intuition, Sag. This is not going to work for you. But underneath the deck, we have a year from now. There may be a better role for you, Sag, but you may have to wait, a year. Romance in a sideways position. Okay. A year from now, romance in a sideways position, and then we have success. A year from now, Sag, concentrate on your career, concentrate on your finances, and there will be success. They may be suggesting put your love life on hold, guys. Really concentrate on your finances and finding a job, but this job isn't for you. A year from now, this is all going to work out, okay? All right. So, my Saggies, I'm going to leave it there. Have a great weekend. Take care of you. And we're now moving to the sign of Capricorn. So, Caps, here we go, guys. Happy Friday, people. Hope you got a lovely weekend planned. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my Capricorns, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Friday, the 24th of July, heading into the weekend and into a brand new week. I'm hearing stepping forward bravely. Stepping forward bravely. Okay, Caps. Stepping forward bravely. Yeah, okay, guys, you are going to be doing something here, my Caps. Judgment. Wow. You may be wanting to make a very serious decision. You might want to have a conversation with a Sag. Knight of Cups, you may want to tell someone how you feel, making a judgment call, because, Caps, you want to manifest love, is what I'm hearing. And you know the truth, Ace of Swords. You want to come together with someone, Cappy, that you love. Wow. This is looking pretty amazing, guys. Yes, this is about love. Two of Cups. Ace of Wands. Cappy, you might have had even a quick fling with someone and then found yourself thinking about them all the time. Nine of Wands. You might have been worried this person didn't feel the same way. You might have been looking at past mistakes, Caps. Oh, okay. Shouldn't have treated them like a casual connection because I think I'm in love with this person now. Oh, Capricorn. Queen of Wands. You're in love with the Queen of Wands, Caps. But you've been holding back. Okay, she could be a Leo. She could be a Sag. Five of Wands. You might have been conflicted as to whether or not she felt the same way. Okay, but I think you're rushing in, wanting to fight off the competition, because with the Four of Wands, you're thinking about you two moving in together. Holy moly, Capricorn. Yeah, and you're hoping for victory and success with a Chariot. So I might be connecting with a feminine Saturn and her masculine, interested in a Queen of Wands, or you could simply be a masculine, but you are making a judgment call to sort of bite the bullet to tell this woman how you feel, because the truth is you want to manifest coming together with her because you're in love. This could have started off as a one-night stand or a fling, but you've been burdened because you might have walked away from the situation thinking, yeah, not for me. Yeah, no, I think this was just something that happened. Things got a bit hot and heavy between us. I'm not sure this is the person for me. But then, Caps, what you're thinking about is, but I'm very attracted to this woman. And oh my God, I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. You could have met this person at the gym with a strength card, health card here, or you could have met this woman doing something to do with your health. But I think you've been conflicted. Did she feel the same way about me? But this is you realizing, Capricorn, that you want to be with this woman. This is love. Capricorn. Two of Wands. Caps, you, I think, have been standing at crossroads. You have been holding back from working on the situation. You may even have worked with this person in the past, and one thing led to the other. I think, Caps, with the energy of the Hangman, you see things differently now. I think with the Four of Swords, you have been considering approaching this Queen of Wands, flirting with this Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, because, Caps, you may be a bit obsessed with this woman. That's your energy, guys, and you've been looking at the past. You have been sitting in a lot of happy memories relating to this woman from the past, and I think you've been in your head. You've been in your head, will she be angry with me if I just turn back up? You've been feeling really burdened, Cappy, because I think at the time that you met her, you were sitting on the fence. Do I want to be in a relationship? Do I not? You might have been more concerned about your career, okay? But I think what you're realizing is she's the woman for you. And you may be moving towards her to bring her justice, Caps, you know? Okay, if you're still single, let's do this. Right. I love it. So guys, let's have a look and see what you'd want to say to this Queen of Cups. Here we go, guys. Archangel Michael, what would Capricorn want to say to the Queen of Cups? I feel you even though we are apart. There may be a very strong spiritual connection with this woman. Okay, wow. Capricorn, I love you. You love this woman. It might have hit you like a 10-ton truck. It might have hit you really hard, Caps. You might have thought, wow, why can't I stop thinking about this woman? Okay, I know I was a distraction from your pain. You may have met this woman. She may have admitted she'd broken up with someone. She was just getting over someone. But Capricorn, you're going back to her because you believe that you two met for a reason. And you may feel, well, now she's hopefully healed and she will consider opening the door. That's what you're hoping. Wow, Cappy, this is a declaration of love. Shall we see what she's going to say to you? Let's have a look, my Caps. She lost herself for a little while. She didn't really know what she wanted. She may not have been interested in dating when you met her because she might have been getting over another relationship. She lost herself for a little while. But you came closer than anyone, Capricorn. She felt very connected to you. Beautiful energy, guys. You came closer than anyone. She lost herself for a little while. The timing wasn't right before. The timing wasn't right for us before. But I think Capricorn could be right now. The timing could be right now, okay? So, guys, a lovely reading. Best of luck with this. Take care of you. Have a great weekend. And we're now moving to the sign of Aquarius. Hello, my beautiful Aquarians. How goes it, guys? Hang on in there. It's nearly the weekend. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for Aqua, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, masculine or feminine? What do we have for Aquarius, please? A big decision is, I'm hearing the word looming. Okay, a big decision is looming. Might be in the back of your mind. Okay. You may feel as if you need to make a really big decision. You might have been sitting on the fence, Aqua. Let's have a look, guys. Alrighty. Big decision is looming. Okay, not a word I would use, but anyway. Temperance, Sagittarian energy. Well, Archangel Michael is with you at this time, trying to keep you calm, trying to keep you from feeling stressed is what I'm hearing. Okay, this could be a big decision. Eight of Pentacles, about work. The Emperor. The High Priestess. Wow. Okay. Ace of Swords. So, Aqua, you could be coming through as the Emperor, or you could be coming through as the High Priestess. But your intuition, Aquarius, was right about a situation that might have related to a Sagittarian, an Aries, a Pisces, or a Cancerian. Your intuition was correct. And it may well be, Aquarius, that also the truth is going to be spoken, which is going to enable you to close out a previous cycle and to make a big change. So if you felt something was going on, Aquarius, you were right, and you will need to make a decision. Now, for some of you, if you are the High Priestess and the Emperor is someone separate to you, you might have found out a secret about an Emperor. And because of that, you might have held back from the Emperor. And the Emperor may be aware that you figured out a secret. Let's just carry on, guys. The Two of Cups. The Sun. Enlightenment, Aquarius, that someone fell in love and had an affair. Enlightenment that someone fell in love and had an affair. and felt victorious by having that affair. Okay. With the energy of the moon, Cancerian energy, this was hidden from you. And that's been the reason why this person has been holding back from communicating very much with you. Could be a Leo for some of you. I think, Aquarius, you've been sat feeling quite burdened, wondering what on earth was going on, possibly in a marriage or possibly with a Taurian. But the truth is going to come out. Somebody might have headed off with a third party. Somebody may have had an affair. But Aquarius, the truth is going to come out. And when it does, you will need to make a major decision. Now, it could be that something happened behind the scenes that someone didn't want to tell you about. But it could end up being positive for you, Aquarius, because if you were connected to family members, one of your family members cheated on the other, could even be you're an older child, could be your parents, then your parents have reconciled, the marriage is reconciled. Or it could well be that someone had an affair, could even be a Taurian or an older masculine. Your intuition was right, and that's why, Aquarius, people have disconnected from you, or people have shied away from talking to you, communicating with you. You might have lived at a distance from these people with the sun, but somebody wanted to win, somebody wanted victory and success in moving forwards with a third party. But I think, Aquarius' situation is going to be mended, or you're going to find out that someone had a fling, but a marriage is being patched up here. Underneath the deck, we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. Somebody's done a lot of soul searching here. It might be that this is someone who was strategic, relating to a contract that could have affected their family. This Knight of Wands took action to walk away from an Empress. And I think everything blew up. And with the energy of the Four of Cups, this Empress might have felt very guilty. There was a lot of heartbreak in the situation because of betrayal. And I think someone just completely cut off from another person, and they've been looking at past mistakes. They realized, Aquarius, that because they wanted to win, this might have led to divorce or near divorce, or because they wanted to win, you were breadcrumbed because somebody else wanted some kind of wish come true. I think a new cycle is taking place, Aquarius. And I think you're going to find out exactly what happened. But whoever did the thing that was wrong is going to relay to you words to the effect of everything is sorted out now. Everything is back to normal again now. There was an issue in the past, but everything is sorted. I think, Aquarius, you may have been very worried about this, thinking if my intuition is correct, I may need to make a major decision. It could be to move back home to check your parents are okay. It could be to try and figure out exactly what was happening here. You might have been worried that it would have affected you. But I think everything is going back to normal again here. So, Aquarius, if you have been in your head worrying, you're not only going to find out the truth, but realize that everything is back to normal now, okay? So, guys, that felt a little bit elusive, but maybe that was important. It was important that this was a little bit of an elusive reading, an elusive message, because it might have hit different groups of you in different ways. But let's see what the angels want to say to you, Aquarius. Archangel Michael, may we have guidance for Aquarius in their reading? Thank you, Michael. Yes. Everything is back to normal again, Aquarius. Everything is ironed out. Everything is going to be okay. There were problems in the past, but by the time you find out what the problems were, you're going to realize everything is back to normal again. It's all been sorted out behind the scenes. Listen to your intuition. Yeah, your intuition might have been on fire, Aquarius, thinking, I know something's going on. I know that somebody did something, right? But you weren't told. There are going to be big happy changes. So Aquarius, because this situation has been reconciled, or these two people are back together again, there's going to be a reason to celebrate, and it might benefit you in the long term that this has actually happened. Okay? Big happy changes for you because two people are coming back together again here. Okay? All right, guys. I am leaving it there. Take care of you, and we are now moving to the final sign of Pisces. Here we go, my beautiful Pisces. How are you, my lovely little fishies? Let's get into this and find out what the cards have to say, Pisces. Why are you feeling nervous, Pisces? I'm getting this raw type nervous energy from you. What's going on, guys? Archangel Michael, what do we have for Pisces, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, masculine or feminine? What do we have for Pisces? Pisces, you may be stressing out for no reason. You might be looking at things a little bit negatively. Just watch for that. You could just be overtired. Okay. It might be that at the moment you have a tendency to make a mountain out of a molehill because you're under a lot of stress. You may need to just find a way to de-stress. I'm hearing it's all going to be okay. All right, famous last words. Let's have a look. Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're burdened right now. You're burdened right now. You may feel burdened believing, Pisces, that you might have to let go of a cycle. You may be feeling worried that you may have to actually move house. Ace of Swords. Okay. Five of Swords. You may feel, Pisces, you might have to make a major life move, a major life decision, because somebody else sabotaged a situation. This could have been something that backfired really badly on you. This could have been somebody else making a stupid decision, which caused you a lot of stress. Yes, Hierophant. Wow. Could have something to do with a Taurian. And the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Maybe, Pisces, this is you feeling as if because someone wanted to hang on to money and was sitting in a very fixed energy, I will not be moved. Nope, sorry, Pisces, I am not going to do this. I am hanging on to the Ten of Pentacles. You might have been put in a very difficult situation, guys. It could be even you find out the truth that someone here refused to help you, or refused to play ball, or refused to sort out a situation that could have been financial. And you're going to find out who that person was. And you may be very angry, Pisces. This could have been someone you were close to, somebody you trusted. Six of Wands. Yeah, somebody wanted victory and success by breadcrumbing you because they wanted to hang on to the Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. The Sun. King of Pentacles. And because a King of Pentacles wanted a passionate new start with someone that he was interested in who lived at a distance. So two people, Pisces, might have been working in cahoots to hang on to money, because behind your back, Pisces, they were planning on moving in different directions. And money would have been an issue if they did the right thing by you. Yeah. This King of Pentacles took charge of the situation. Nine of Pentacles. Because he wanted to be single. And Pisces, you intuited something was going on here. And it's caused you to sit in a lot of stress. Wow. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. The World. But someone here is closing out a cycle of sitting in the Knight of Wands because they're looking at past mistakes financially, particularly this Empress. Somebody might have made a mistake in moving towards a lover, and whoever this woman was very strategic. She's now feeling very guilty, Pisces, because there's a cold energy between you and this Empress. This is someone who lived at a distance from you. I think this Empress has been feeling really guilty because she wanted to head off with a King of Wands. This feels very complicated, guys, but what we have here is the Three of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Cups. The biggest energy coming through, guys, and you may read these energies very differently, and that's fine, but what I feel we have here is a husband and wife, maybe parents. You're definitely connected to these two people. I don't think, Pisces, you are the Emperor. I don't think you're the King of Pentacles. You might be the High Priestess. I feel, Pisces, behind closed doors, two people were determined to hang on to a lot of money because they were planning on divorcing. They wanted victory and success in breadcrumbing you, giving you one little pentacle, because I think a female here, coming through as the Empress, strong Taurian energy, might have wanted to be with another man. And I think the Emperor, Pisces, wanted to be with someone else who might have lived in another country. So these two people quietly behind the scenes arranged, Pisces, to withhold money from you that could have been owed to you because they needed the money to push through a divorce. Otherwise, they would not have been able to afford to divorce. And these two people wanted to split. But what I think we have now, interestingly, is someone here, and it could be this Emperor, is taking charge of the situation and is making sure, Pisces, that you are going to be financially stable, because there is simply too much burden, because not only did these two hold a secret from you, they didn't tell you what was going on. They might even have lied, covered up the fact that there were issues, covered up even that they were divorcing. But there's a lot of guilt here, Pisces, in leaving you in a very difficult financial situation. Okay, one pentacle. You might have been holding back, using your intuition that these two possibly had split, and it caused you a lot of stress because this would have affected your financial future. These two now are, I think, in talks. These two are deciding to potentially cut free of the connections they did want to pursue. Maybe your mum wanting to be with someone, your dad wanting to be with someone. These two are realizing they cannot do this without carrying a lot of guilt relating to you. So they are deciding, I think, to stay married for the sake of financial stability, which would enable you, Pisces, to sit in a place of peace and calm, not worrying about your finances going forward, maybe as an older child, because there was breadcrumbing in the past, because of a third-party situation. Okay? That's what I'm getting from that, guys. But let's see what this Emperor wants to say. Here we go, guys. The hidden truth. Archangel Michael, what does this Emperor want to say to Pisces? I replay our conversations over and over. He is in his head, thinking about you and your situation, maybe. This Emperor knows he crossed the line with you. This Emperor knows he did something, Pisces, to really hurt you. This Emperor feels a lot of guilt, Pisces. This Emperor, King of Pentacles, he is becoming a better person. Okay. I think this Emperor realized, Pisces, that I think this King of Pentacles, Emperor Pisces, realized that he couldn't push forward with a plan and sit feeling that sense of guilt. He just couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Do we have... Yes, we do. We have an Empress in the midst. So we've got an Emperor and an Empress. Let's have a look and see what the Empress wants to say. Ooh, this Empress wants to say it was her fault, but she blamed you. So this could have been your mother. Okay. Tell us more about this Empress. This Empress lied, Pisces. You may have been nervous. You might have communicated with the Emperor and the Empress saying, look, I'm sure something's going on. What's going on? Don't leave me out of the loop. You know, I'm a bit stressed here. I want to know what's going on. She might have said, oh, yes, everything's fine. Don't worry, Pisces, everything's fine. When actually it wasn't. It wasn't, Pisces. And I think this Emperor and Empress have been talking about changing the situation because they cannot leave you either in the dark, out of the loop, or they're afraid, Pisces, that if they don't tell you the truth, or if they carry through with their plan, which could leave you in a very difficult financial situation, they may lose you. They may lose you for good. And I think they're worrying about that. They're worrying about that, yeah. This Empress wants to say to you, Pisces, you came closer than anyone. So you may have been very close to your mum or an older woman. Could be your stepmom. And this Emperor knows he crossed the line with you. So this Emperor might have taken the first course of action because he wanted to be with someone else. And then maybe the Empress thought, okay, well, if my Emperor's leaving me, I'm going to head off and have a fling with someone else. These two were heading for divorce. But Pisces, I think with the High Priestess, you weren't told anything. You were left in the dark. These two acted as if, oh, yes, everything's fine. We're together. No problems. But I think they were planning on divorcing, or they were planning on living with other people. And this all had to do with the Ten of Pentacles. And I think, Pisces, you may have been shocked because if you were expecting some form of inheritance or something similar, you may have been given one pentacle. And this is you wondering why. You may have just been very confused, knowing quietly behind the scenes that something was going on. But I think, Pisces, they feel really bad for breadcrumbing you in the past. And I think these two may be mending the marriage, not because they want to, not because they love each other still, but because it will protect your financial future. I think there's been a lot going on behind the scenes, Pisces. And you may hear about all this going forward, okay? Yeah, underneath the deck, I wish I treated you better. I think both these two wish they treated you better, Pisces. Again, could be your parents, okay? Yeah. So guys, I am leaving it there. I really hope this has helped. Take care of you. And of course, I'm sending love and light your way and many blessings. Bye, guys.